Hey guys, Carl Cooper here with OnTheBlack.com. So, had a pretty exciting weekend of baseball here with playoff baseball. Too bad the Mets aren't playing. But with that said, I wanted to share with you guys three articles that I read over the weekend and give you my thoughts on them. Over at the Republicans, Andrew Vazano asked his viewers to share with him their thoughts on the first year at Citi Field. And he got some very interesting and nice thoughts and some feedback on that blog post. Me personally, my thoughts, and I've said this before, I think Citi Field is 100 times better than Shea was. The Mets, for a long time here, needed a new home, and I think that Citi Field is a wonderful place to watch a ball game. You know, my only sort of complaint or drawback, which the Mets are working on, is that they just need to make the park feel more like home, feel more like the Mets' home, and I think that they're taking steps towards doing that. Over at Mets Mirage, Joe D talks about how the Mets may be looking to pair someone with Daniel Murphy at first base next year, and maybe someone like DeRosa. You know, I've said before that I think that, you know, out of all the priorities that the Mets have this offseason, first base is going to be the most difficult one to fill, because I don't think that they have an answer in-house that's major league ready for 2010, and I personally don't like the free agency class that's out there for first base. So, you know, if the Mets can go out and get a solid number 2 starter to go with along with Johan Santana, and they can bring in an all-star caliber left fielder, you know, I would be okay with them bringing in sort of like a stopgap and pairing that person with Murphy to play first base next year, with the thoughts that, you know, that's maybe only a 1 or 2 year type of thing, and that they're either going to go out and bring in an all-star caliber first baseman, or they have someone in the minors that might be ready in a year or two, like an Ike Davis, to bring up. So it'd be interesting to see what the Mets do at first base over the winter. And over at Mets Today, Joe Janis asked the question, is MLB killing its future fan base? And what he's referring to is the high cost and pricing that it takes to attend a Major League Baseball game nowadays. And with kids having their options of sports to play and sports to watch, from everything from, you know, the NFL to the NBA, soccer, golf, tennis, what have you. You know, MLB has more competition nowadays than it has ever had for its fan base. And if, you know, the cost of entry or the cost to watch a game or to attend a game is too high, and young kids can't really go and do that, you know, that could lead to less of a fan base a long term down the road. So I agree with Joe. It's a good blog post, and I encourage everyone to check it out. And that's it for today, guys. Let me know what you think about these three stories and anything else you want to discuss. I'll talk to you soon.